All right, well, good morning. Let's get going here. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Where's my time at? It's right here. It's 8:23. I'll start the stream a little like 10 minutes later than I wanted to today. Looking at the stocks from yesterday. Usually what my procedure is right away is I'll go look at my watch list stocks from yesterday, see if any of them have moved pre-market or any of them, still have any momentum. And then if they do, I'll keep them. If they're at pre-market, I'll keep them. If not, get rid of it. So looking at the stocks from yesterday, well, it looks like this is a recent IPO. I'll keep this one on watch list. And then maybe I'll keep, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'll go ahead and add these. And yeah, I'm going to get rid of, I'll add back SHPH. And from today, looking at the scans, it looks like we have say DU, TLK, we MR, M, goodness, IMRA, BIVI, INM. Oh, that one looks like a reverse split. Let me just go check real quick. INM. BIAF. This was the stock that I traded. No, that was not yesterday. That was Friday. And yeah, I suppose I'm not really. That's pretty much it for right now. I did BIVI, right? Yeah. And SPRO, that was one of them that started moving yesterday. It's gapped up 15% today. So right now it's approaching the open quickly. It's 8:25, so we've got 5 minutes till the open. I'm Central Time, so an hour behind the market hours. So market hours obviously would open. Market opens at 9:30. Here it's 8:30. QRNX. I see that one up there as well. So let's look at these stocks real quick. Which was the one that, yeah, this one certainly is a reverse split here. So I'll get rid of that one. Well, sometimes recent reverse splits can be a little bit more volatile. And this one, I mean, maybe. It's got a little bit of some decent range. So we'll keep it on the watch list. I wanted to see how my voice is though, because I know in the past live streams no, yesterday for sure, I was a little bit quiet. No, yesterday for sure, I was a little bit quiet. No, yesterday for sure, I was a little bit quiet. That should be fine then. Yeah. Maybe actually I'll put this up just a bit. How about that? Now if I'm talking in regular volume, I'll play it back into a second here and see how I sound. 3 minutes till open though now. Here, see how I sound. 3 minutes till open. I'll play it back into a second here and see how I sound. 3 minutes till open though now. Yeah, that's fine. Here, see how I sound. Okay, cool. Got the audio situated and set. So a little close to open right here. To just evaluating these stocks. And my grandpa had some surgery today, so I had to take him in. $27 after the hour, so we've got about 2 minutes till the open. Looking at these stocks, though, leading gapper is SIDU here. Now this one looks pretty good. Right away, I'm gonna pull up the float information. I usually look at FinViz. It's usually fairly accurate, not all the time. 7 million float on this one. And the news is there news? Launch agreement with SpaceX for 5 launches. Oh, okay. Sidus Space. So yeah, that must be a yeah, okay. Cool. All right. So that's the headline. Where is it signed? Yeah, just launch agreement for 5 launches. Okay. So looking at the chart, it looks pretty decent going into the open. We did have a really big leg up right away here, but it doesn't look like it's on the backside of the move yet. Hopefully the open doesn't send it to the depths. This is not the right one. TLK. IMRA. Charting doesn't look so good. It's got a ways to go before I would be interested in trading it to the upside. BIVI. Same kind of case. Looks like it's on the backside of the move. BIAF, the one from that I traded well on Friday. Yeah, it's decent. And SPRO. So I'm definitely gonna at QRX actually. This one doesn't look so bad either. I don't know if there's any news on this thing. So SIDU is the one that I'm gonna have on watch. I'll have QRNX over here for right now. And the market is now open. So trade smart. Stay disciplined, stay patient. I know that's going to be my goal for today. Okay. It's a dip to $4. Actually to 95 right there. Low of 96 actually. So markets are about flat today, the indices. Yesterday was a pretty volatile day for the indices. I mean, we swung up down like we had like 1% or more swings, it was pretty crazy honestly. So QRNX putting in a nice little green topping or bottoming candle here. Here's SIDU. So this one looks decent on the daily chart too. I'm going to go ahead and put a few levels on this. 28. Volume on QRNX. I guess there was 1.5 million on the first candle, but it's not so great. SIDU is fighting here. We had a bottoming wick come back up, and then now a topping wick coming back down. So I wonder if we're going to break below 95 here. Looks like we might. Let me make sure. Something real quick here. Oh, yeah. It's below VWAP now. See if we can reclaim that level. I hope so. Real quickly, I'm going to put ISDU over here and scroll through the watch of stocks from today, see if anything has moved. SPRO. It's a VWAP now. 4.5 million shares of volume out of the open. I wasn't expecting to see that much volume straight away. That's good to see. But yeah, I'd really like to see this thing over, definitely over VWAP and preferably over 38. This thing doesn't have too much range though. BIAF. No trades there. INM. Yeah, this was that reverse split. I'm going to go ahead and save myself the trouble and go ahead and remove it from my list. There's no volume on it. IMRA. IMRA. TLK. Yeah, this was the wrong ticker that I added there. And SIDU and yeah. So it looks like SIDU. This can be the stock for right now. So it'd be disappointing to see this thing fade straight away off the open. This is the leading gapper, and there's really nothing else right now to trade. So yeah, this is looking a bit weak here at SIDU. With some support at 380, 380s here. So hopefully we can hold 380s and start to curl back up towards the VWAP. But I hate to see this thing be down and out as soon as the day starts here. Oh, there's SPRO over these levels. Actually made high of day there. 44. I don't think there's any news on this one though. I think it's just yeah, it's just running. No news. So keep that in mind. Seems like this is the market to be a short seller in. But I'm not typically a short seller, so there's BIAF. This one can be a bit tricky here. I think this is another one moving on no news. But this was that recent IPO, so it's the fourth day trading. We had a bit of a bounce. Actually, yeah, we did have a bit of a bounce pre-market. That's right, we were up. So, this one's worth watching. It's gonna be a pretty, a pretty gnarly 1 minute pullback here though. So on this, I mean, man, maybe you could try for the candle making new high to see if we can get a bit of a curl higher. But I mean, we're now over 50 cents off of highs here, about 50 cents. Man, disappointing on SIDU. As a bull, as someone who trades to the long side, it certainly is disheartening to see um, moves like this. I mean, SIDU here, leading gapper on some news, and the market opens, and it gives, as far as I'm concerned, no opportunity for trades. Maybe you could have taken a dip and rip. I'll have to watch it back, but I don't think so. No candle making new high here. I'm gonna keep in mind what, excuse me, what ISEE was trading like yesterday, where we kept having these false signals to the up and downside. It seemed where, like in this case, we have this previous candle making new high, or previous candle's high was 742. We had a nice green leg up, a pullback, and a consolidation candle, and then on this candle, I usually like to buy a candle making new high, or see if we can get the candle making new high in a strong fashion, pull back and see if we can get the retest of this previous high, this candle. Anyway, we kept having where Hive candle is 42 here, and this candle, let's say, go to would be hesitating around 33, 34. Looks like it's holding, breaks out, makes a new high by like 1 or 2 cents, and right away comes back down. And it's like, what the heck? If you try to buy the quick break of the candle, make a new high, and all of a sudden you're red, and it's consolidating here for a second, and then it would end up going. Or same thing to the downside. We'd have a level, like let's see, for like this example. That's not so good. Let's find a better example. I'll just draw a ascending trend line so you can. So let's just say that's our line, and so for price to break below 91, you'd say, okay, that's my stop loss. That's breaking through support. It would end up dipping past your stop loss, where it seems like other people would have their stop losses to maybe 90, 89, and that gets bought up, and then it would end up reversing, going the other way. So it just kept doing. It was a little bit tricky to trade, and the price action was a little bit strange and just seemed a little bit teasy, and so yeah, I'll be careful for that similar price action today. If I end up taking any trades. Right now, it's a no trade day. Yeah. That's the issue. Watch list. Today's list. TLK is not the right ticker at all. It was actually TLF. And this one's actually halted right now. Oh. Halted the downside. Boo-hoo. EPOW. It's also halted. So it did halt to the upside. And it's going to be a strong resumption. But there's no volume on this one. And okay, so it's just started moving off a quick headline that let's see, some company. They're a joint venture graphite and node manufacturing company, whatever the heck that is, has received an order at value. Okay, so yeah, so you got an $11.3 million order. Oh, hey, Rockling. How's it going, man? Good morning. Yeah, so far for me, no trades on the day. Um, field breaking 427 to 430. Right, yeah. Yeah, the gap and go, it looks decent for that this morning. The chart looks pretty nice as far as I was concerned. And yeah, it's a bit disheartening to see it just fade straight away off the open and maybe gave, yeah, a small opportunity off the open, but not much. And yeah, it failed to break out too, so. I thought on this candle here, after this red candle turned into a bit of a hammer, and then this started approaching these levels here, I thought that it was gonna end up breaking out, but we rejected, and now we're almost $1 a share off the level. So WY or WLYB's halted apparently. SPRO, this one's holding up pretty nicely above VWAP here. But this is kind of a more of a random mover, and there's no news on it. Here's TLF. This is another gap from this morning. Well, I'll put that one on the list for today just to see. It's not that one. EPOW. It looks like it's selling off already here, though. So the indices are going up right now. So it's good to see. Up 0.5% on the SPY. Okay, SPRO. So I guess I'll try to get dialed in on this one. So you can find some trade on it. SPRO. So looking at this, it did make a really nice move yesterday. I mean, it made, and I didn't trade this at all. I think I stopped trading around around this time here. So anyway. So with this resistance, we have these two topping wicks right at 149 here. So I'd like to see it over 150. SPR needs to, yeah, break and hold 150. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of continuation momentum over multiple days. So yeah, it being the second day, we'll see. There's not any news on it, is there? It doesn't look like it. So it tapped 50. Uh-huh. I gotta remind myself constantly to be getting daily levels. Something that I tend to forget about a bit, which is no bueno. I gotta always keep that in mind. So where, let's see, I'm not seeing this 150 on the daily. 150. Oh, come on, chart. Oops. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so for looking on, yeah, looking for daily levels, you're looking for not only key levels, but key levels on days that there is higher volume. So yeah, I'm seeing that. There's 17 million on this day alone, and that's significantly more than the others. Cool. Yeah, good to know. I really got to keep that keep that in the back of my head always is looking at daily support resistant levels. Something I got written down for myself. So yeah, we tried it twice and rejected off 150. Less likely for a second day breakout, right? Yeah. Yeah, of course, not impossible. Yeah, and there's not a headline today. What was the news on it yesterday? I didn't end up taking any trades on it yesterday, even though yeah, it had an over 100% move. Company received minutes from. Okay, so some therapeutics headline. Okay, okay, that's your play on it. I feel like it will hold 114. There's no way of knowing though. Let's take a look at the other stocks real quickly. EPOW, no. TLF, no. SPRO, still selling off right here. BIAF is also sold off. BIVI sold off. And yeah, SIDU. I had higher hopes for this one coming into the open. So, bit disappointed. This has been a slow start to the month. No, it's not holding anything. It just keeps getting ground to the bottom. IMRA. This one's approaching pre-market levels. Look, it's over the 200 moving average. Looks like we might see some resistance. Let's see here. At 80. Let's throw some lines on this one. And 212. I think it's over all this. Yeah, okay. So I transferred some money and opened an account with E-Trade in hopes, because I was doing a little bit of research on level twos, and in hopes that that one is going to be a little bit more cutting edge. Um, I haven't noticed it as much in real time, but looking back and watching my trades, I've noticed that this level two isn't quite what I want it to be. It's just a little bit too slow. It seems like once the price breaks out, it doesn't reflect it breaking out on the level two until like a split second after, and I need it to be a split second before. Like I need the data to right as it's coming in. Obviously, free broker, free commissions, get what you get, can't complain. But this level two, I think, costs like $1.99 a month. But we'll see how E-Trades is in comparison. Yeah, I know. I remember I watched Mighty's video on level twos. He was the one that kind of gave me the idea to look into E-Trades. So yeah, have high hopes. Just waiting for one of my accounts to transfer. So hopefully that'll happen this week. Which I don't is now that I think about it, is there any kind of like copyright issues, or I mean I don't know if it'd be copyright, but any issues with streaming and on your screen you have, paid market data? I just happen to think about that. I know RT has his level two on the screen, and I don't think he has any problems, but I just happen to think about that because it's like you're streaming live. Technically, obviously, there's a bit of a delay, but you're streaming paid information. So, yeah, I just happen to think about that. I don't know. Have to look into that. So here's QRNX. Wow, okay. Is this? I don't think this one's got any news on it. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Is that YouTube's got even when you're streaming with the ultra low latency, there's still at least like 5 to 10 seconds. At that point, it's not. Yeah, it's not useful information anymore. Man, no trades on today, and opportunity is a bit limited here. SIDU starting to curl a little bit, but we're a significant amount off of VWAP right now, so we'll see what happens with this. It's only at 26% on the day now. SHPH, yeah. Recent IPO. This is one that I made a decent move yesterday, and I didn't end up trading it at all. From about 18 to 30. So yeah, it was a nice move, but volume is a little bit more light, and the price action is a little bit more choppy. Yeah, so that's that one. I'm not probably gonna take any trades on it today. So yeah, it's actually gonna hold this level for now. SPRO, this one's just kind of consolidating here above VWAP. It's not really a clean pennant, but we'll draw it on there. It's a bit of ascending support right here. Let's see what happens there. I remember when I first got into trading, I was so obsessed with drawing triangles. I thought that was like, for whatever reason, I thought this was like the end all be all. I'm like, man, if you can find a stock that's setting up into a triangle, into a pennant, it's like it's money. And granted, sometimes, yeah, I mean, these are end up being good patterns. But I remember when I first was getting into trading, I was drawing triangles and pennants off everything. Triangles equal Illuminati, yeah. Yeah, you draw a triangle, and then you buy the stock, and it breaks out every time. 100% accuracy. So QRNX, this kind of looks like it's the one right now. This candle, this looks really good right here, where we broke below this this level right here, and that got bought up really quickly, and now we're making highs. So it's 57, 70. Wow, okay. Maybe it might be time to take this thing a bit more seriously. It's gonna halt at 470. Yeah, yeah. Can't forget about the MACD. Yeah, so this thing got locked up in a halt at 470. So I'll be looking to, yeah, I'll look to trade on the resumption. Yeah, the daily looks okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm not the most experienced when it comes to evaluating daily charts and deciphering whether one looks, objectively good or bad. I'll mark a couple levels here. 609. So we're quite a bit off those for right now. Yeah, so had I seen this a little bit earlier, I might have gotten aggressive towards 50 here, because this is something that I've recognized as being a bullish, I don't know if you'd call it a pattern. I guess it's a pattern. And this is definitely not the first time that I've seen this. So it's a little bit of a different case here than, like, I remember Drug did this a few times in the past where we had a level here where it's kind of basing out, consolidating a little bit. Granted, there's only 4-minute candle or 4 1-minute candles in this range right here before it broke out. Anyway, we made a push up, and we have the support form here at about $4.10. And in fact, it's a bit of a ascending support. This low is 412, this low is 413, this low is 415. And then this candle breaks below previous support levels, and then that gets bought up, ends up turning into a green candle, and then the candle after that, if that ends up being really strong, I like to try to get aggressive because sometimes this can signal a pretty aggressive reversal. It's going to be a bit of a stretch trying to find the spot on drug, but I kind of want to try. Yeah, I don't remember what day it was, but I know it did it one time, or it did it 2 times for sure, where we had, just yeah, what I was explaining, where it broke down below a level, and then that ended up reversing aggressively off of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother trying to find it right now. I know I've discussed it in past recaps, but resumption on it should be at 10:05, or yeah, 05 and 54 seconds. So in about 2 minutes here. Yeah. Well, I'll go a bit smaller size. So nice. We got some momentum. The only thing that I don't love about it is it's just kind of a random pop. And there's no news on this thing today. So that's one criteria that it's got against it. Yeah. I'm not so sure on this one either, my friend. Yeah. So according to this, I mean, if you're looking at the standard deviation, it's quite extended. But these aren't always, definitely not the end all be all. So we've got about 25 seconds to resumption. I'll look to see if it opens higher. I'll look for the dip and rip, depending how the volume looks, depending where it opens. There's decent volume coming into this halt. So about 5 seconds here if it's a 5-minute halt. There's a dip at A2 right there. It didn't push very much though. It's gonna hold 80. No. Not a very great resumption there. So that's gonna get bought up. It's approaching $5 now. It's 5. Lots of volume coming in here. We're holding up fairly high right now. I feel like if we get one more small little pullback on this next candle, that could be decent. See, that's a trade that I like to take sometimes right there, where we broke out by about 20 cents over the whole dollar and pull back to the whole dollar. And sometimes I like that trade to buy in for the retest. But in this case, it was just looking. Every time we got above 5 on this candle, we had a lot of big sell orders come in. Same kind of case on this breakout, so that's why I didn't try it there. Looks like it's going to be the right call. No trades on it for me. Big doji candle on the 5-minute. And we've got 45 seconds left on this 5-minute candle here. Nice volume. Whoops. Whoa. Where'd you come from, Ableton? It's back over 5. It's holding over 5 here. EPOW is halted. Oh, this time it's to the downside. So real quickly, XPRO breaking down. And yeah, so it looks like QRNX is kind of the one for right now. Yeah, I don't know what to think of this charting right now. It doesn't look very good. We've got these wicks to the upside here between 510 and 520s. High of this candle is 519. So look at that. Came right up and bounced off this daily support level or resistance level that I drew, which ended up being, let's see, the bottom of this daily candle with the higher volume. So look at that. Appreciate it. Bringing that more to my attention. But yeah, that's pretty much, like, that's right there. So this is very similar to yesterday, where it's now 9:15. It's been 45 minutes and no trades on the day yet. Yesterday I went back and reviewed the trades and some of the price action from ISEE, and I did leave some on the table if I was taking my the retest of important levels sell trades. So what I was explaining here with the retest of the whole dollar, which in this case it wasn't ideal, so I didn't take it. But yeah, I have to post the recap video for yesterday. It was a bit of a crazy day yesterday, so I plan on doing both of them today. But yeah, then I'll go over those charts, and there was a few trades I left on the table on ISEE. As far as today, though, man, opportunity has been slim. Man, I'm tempted to try one of these dips one of these days because this seems to keep happening where we have support level right here. This love this candle. Let's see here. It's 82. Love this candle, 81. Love this candle, 83, 82. So between 81 and 83. And this candle breaks down to 76, and then that instantly gets bought up and it turns green. So at a spot that when I first look at it, I think, okay, if this breaks below this, it's going to end up stopping out some longs. But then it breaks below it, and it just sets up a nice dip opportunity. So I keep seeing this happening, like time and time again, as of recently. But that's not, I don't know if that's much of a setup, though. Maybe I take a few smaller size trades trying this setup going forward this week. You know, take some small size and then just kind of gauge it after a few trades or a few days and see what the accuracy has been like on them. But yeah, I don't know. Well, well, well. Yeah, and then yesterday I missed one of the biggest moves on SEE when I walked into my room to get water. Oh, we're consolidating, I suppose. High, which is good. Could maybe be worth trying to take a couple trades in this range. You know, buying lows, trying to sell higher. But I've never been much of a range trader. Looking at the scans, there's really nothing else up there. So nothing started moving that we haven't seen already. Oh yeah, also I was gonna ask you, how's the mic sound? I tried to adjust levels a little bit, and I was gonna ask if you had a chance to look at what you've got your gain set to, because I was curious. But I think I've got it kind of dialed in now. I realized yesterday it seemed a bit quiet. Um, and then one thing with this mic too, I realized it's inconsistent. You know, you got to be pretty much right at the front of it. So I put the gain up a little bit, and then I put a limiter on it to help kind of keep it all, you know, consistent. Sounds good. Okay, good. Great. Appreciate it. Any trades for you yet, other than the attempt of the I know you said you took a stab at the red to green on SIDU, but we failed to break out here. Um, yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know if you've taken any other trades. I certainly have not. TLF salted to the downside again. So maybe do I look for like that is going to happen again? If you bought 70 or 71, there's 5 cents. So same kind of deal where we base out and we have this kind of support level. Breaks below it, and then that ends up popping for a quick 5 cents. I mean, 5 cents times 500 shares is 25 bucks. Oh, okay. Yeah, and looking at it, it was a fairly decent dip when we opened here to 80, I think it was like 82, and then it gave a nice 10-cent pop, maybe a little more than 10 cents. So if you were quick on it, there was definitely a trade there, but I wasn't quick enough. I've noticed this week too. I've been playing it a little bit more on the cautious side, which isn't always a good thing. Yeah, maybe the trade on this too was the once this first candle kind of failed and it dipped down to 62 here. But yeah, I'm not so sure. SHPH is pushing. I don't really care for this ticker very much. Okay, yeah. I think that's pretty much what. Yeah, I've got mine at 14.2. So, okay. Thanks for checking. I appreciate it. I've just got that, noise suppression, a compressor, and a limiter. I can't really tell if the compressor does anything, but I'll leave it on there. I see. But it didn't give. If you bought the first, where is it here? Candle out of the resumption, it didn't bust past 5 unless I guess unless you held through this and then held for highs over 5 here. Yeah, okay, you got it in the second candle. Gotcha. Okay. So SHPH is actually locked up in a halt here at $30.54. But yeah, this was that recent IPO that made the move yesterday. I don't really like it very much. Lower volume, lighter volume, I should say. Guess take this quick little lull, clean the glasses. Real talk, I'd like to have contacts. Try getting contacts one time. I mean, at this point, it's been a few years. And I, for the life of me, could not get myself to touch my eyeball. Like, it's such a mind over matter thing, and I absolutely could not do it. But I'd like to try again one day. So QRNX is still, it's consolidating a bit, descending, but it's holding above VWAP. So we've got this a bit of a flat top break over 85 here. It's a nice initial push. And a potential trade there. See, again, kind of similarly to retest of what I was talking about, retest of key levels. It broke out, candle making new high by, let's see, high was 85, by about 8 cents, and then pulled back into these levels. And that's when I would hit the buy for the retest to see if it's going to hold this now support to push up back to high of candle. And in this case, it ended up, being a nice trade. So there's like 8 cents right there. But a little bit of a different style of trades than I've typically used to. But just kind of trying to adapt and realize, what's working, what's not, given the market conditions that we're in. And I guess this is kind of a break of descending resistance here. Kind of. Not really a very key line. Here we go again with the triangles. And triangle on SPRO. Yeah, didn't really work. Yeah, this one ended on a 1.6 million volume, 1.6 million share false breakout candle. So no good. Hate to see it as a bull. This thing should resume in. Oh no, it should have resumed a minute ago. And TLF, this one's just halted to the downside. No interest there. This looks like QRNX. It's like really the only momentum stock of today that's still above VWAP. SPR moving to plan, yeah. What was level you said you wanted to see was hold up? I think it was, 114. Man. Hate to see it though. False breakout from 47 to 33. All things considered, it's not that massive of a flush. Oh. Yikes. It's like a piece of dust floating around just landed in my eyeball. For higher risk reward, yeah. So yeah, certainly entering down here, you're gonna have much lower risk potential than like yeah, trying to buy breakouts on it or something. But it also does seem like if you were to enter at 114, if your profit target's 170, it's going to be a little bit of a more methodical trade anyway, longer time span, not like a quick breakout scalp. But you never know, right? Yeah. Okay, so I see your look on it. SHPH is going to come out of the halt in a minute and a half if it's 10 minutes. The SPY looks like it's about to retest high of day. Yes, right up here at high of day. I wonder how much volume is going to come in on this thing after the halt. Well, SPY broke out above those highs. It's going to resume $2 higher. Wow, okay. Stronger resumption on this than I was expecting. Saw a few micro pullbacks in there that just got bought up like mad. Okay. So it just went $3 a share and locked up into another halt on 200,000 shares of volume. QNRX. Disappointing to see this 5-minute candle turn red here. Looked like this was going to set up a decent 5-minute setup over the $5 area here, but no dice. SIDU, I see this one's starting to curl back up. Got a little bit of an ascending support here. Yeah, SHPH, wild. Totally. Man. I don't even know. I don't really know how to approach a stock like this, to be quite honest with you, when it comes to trying to take quick scalps on it. There goes QRNX or QNRX breaking down below VWAP. Yeah, certainly rejected that level. Too bad I didn't short that. 445. Okay, yeah. I gotcha. Okay. From that day right there. Wow, SHPH. So yeah, this was the fourth day, or fifth day, excuse me. Um, $41 is the low of this day's candle. Can we make it up to 41? Yeah, it is. It's always cool to see the lines that you draw out get respected by the stock. Trading is certainly a fascinating beast. Resumption on this would be in about a minute if it's going to be a 5 minute halt, 5 minute long halt. But with this last one being 10 minutes, I'm guessing it's going to end up being 10 minutes, but you never know. I just don't know if I'm going to trade it. Got 10 seconds on resumption if it's going to be a 5 minute halt. I didn't think so. Yeah, tricky day today. Well, and well. QNRX is below VWAP now. It looks like Um, green 1 cent. Nice gains, man. It's fantastic. You're doing a heck of a lot better than me today. I mean, hey, if you're green by a cent, and statistically speaking, a high percent of traders lose money, technically, you're doing better than most traders. So by that logic, you can give yourself a pat on the back. Something that I've learned to appreciate with trading is you gotta take the small victories when you get them, and appreciate it. Like for example, being break even. If you're a break even trader, you're doing better than the the majority of people getting into the markets. So, and that's something that's easily looked at as like, yeah, you're not making any money, bah, whatever. But it's a long road game. It's playing the long game for sure. Anyway, doesn't look like there's anything else really moving today very well. ATXG I see is that one halted up at VWAP. It doesn't look terrible. Um, information on this one. ATXG. Looks like it's going to resume. Oh, another 10-minute long halt. Okay. My only concern with this one is it's lighter volume. Only 150,000 shares in this halt, which it's decent, but why is that there? Resumption on SHPH will be in about a minute if it's not a 10-minute halt. Looks like, yeah, about 50 seconds here. I'll watch it on resumption with 50 shares. Most likely won't take any trades on it, but we'll see. Real quick, I want to add the other halted stock there. Ouch. Here's resumption. Or is it going to be a 15-minute halt after this strong green candle from halt to halt? Looks like it's going to be a 15-minute halt. This thing halt up today, or is it the first time? I think it's the first time. So we're now on the second halt straight away in a row. Seeing some estimated resumption prices at $42 a share. Really? 43? Man. If you bought this halt resumption and it locked up, I mean, now you opened up here, you're up almost $10 a share. No, ATXG. Go over that one real quick. It looks like this one will resume in about 30 seconds at 54 on the 54 seconds. And 43 minutes on the hour. Yeah, with these, I'll look for a little smaller volume or smaller share size. But yeah, we'll see what happens on this resumption here. It's going to open high, and my chart's going to lag. That dip's going to get bought up. That was a potential dip off view up there. But yeah, I don't know about this one. Oh, SIDU is holding up. Okay. SIDU. Yeah, it certainly is. We've got this ascending support here. Could be good to 370, which is view up, yeah. It's actually a similar style trade that I used to try to take when I was first studying trading. Was these kind of look for the consolidation below view up and then look for the curl back up. I've been taking a trade like this in a long time though. Got a couple of pivot levels here at 48 and 52. I should have looked away from this one though. Oh, good grief. Looks like they gave a dip and rip and I wasn't paying attention to it. That's okay. Wow, look at this thing, man. This is wild. It opens over this resistance and it pulls back. It looks like a decent setup too right into this previous level. Granted, I probably wouldn't have taken the trade because it's so expensive. It's later volume. So now at the third halt in a row, so I'm certainly not going to take any trades after this resumption. But man alive, I did not think this was going to go to 45. Still no trades in the day for me. Time is 9:47 right now, approaching 10 o'clock. Man. Some surprise momentum here on ACE-HBH. Up 61% now. MRIA or IMRA. This thing's consolidating in this range here. Could maybe break out to the upside. I'm not so sure about that one. Okay. ATGX, the one that was just halted. Bit of a double top. No, not quite, but right into a wall there at 88. First candle making new high on this one would be at 24. SHPH will resume in about 30 seconds if it's a 5-minute halt, which is probably not going to be a 5-minute halt, but you never know. Wonder where this thing's going to open. Is it going to open higher? Is it going to open lower? Just because they halt up does not mean that it's going to open higher. I remember learning that one the hard way. One time, this is months ago, chasing halts. I got in. If it was similar to this situation, I would have entered maybe 90 or 45. So I'm locked up in a halt here at, I'm plus $1 a share. So I'm excited for this thing to open because I think it's going to open higher. It ends up opening significantly lower, and then was red a big chunk. Oh, it was a 5-minute halt. And yeah, there's a flush. Straight into a halt down. Certainly no trades on this one for me today. But some good opportunity. Wonder what this thing is going to do after the halt here. Looks like ATGX halted down at the exact same time, pretty much, at 51. Wow, crazy. Ugh, real quick, I'm going to have to stand up, go stretch my legs, get a glass of water. I'll be right back. Okay, back, back again. Looks like these stocks are about to resume, but halts to the downside, so it's gonna be a 10-minute halt. Yeah, I was just looking at this one and I was saying it might be good for a breakout of this range. And look at this, another big false breakout. Gnarly. This market has just not been very nice to the buyers. Oh yeah, shoot. SHPH resumed here. It looks like this thing isn't going to be done, though. So currently, nothing else in the scans except for SHPH, and I'm really not interested in trading this one at all. Um, so right now the time is 10 o'clock, and I think I might look to wrap it up pretty soon here. This is the first no trade day I've had in a long time. So I'll have to do some reevaluating, see if maybe I was a little bit too cautious. I'll have to watch back some of the price action. Man. Slim pickings today in the market. Yeah, SIDU. Where is this guy? This one's still yeah, it's approaching VWAP here. Only about 14 cents off now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, to be quite honest, these are kind of longer. I don't know if I'm interested in trading these style. Um, I just don't really have a very good analysis on this for like the lower entry here. Trading sideways right now on SHPH. Off your support and resistance lines. Yeah, okay. Do you do a lot of just primarily like, horizontal um support resistance, or do you try to look for like ascending and descending support slash resistance? Price levels. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Oh yeah, always learning. I feel like this is a thing where you learn as you go for years and years and years. Like you're always a student of the market because the market's always changing and always forcing you to adapt. No. No movement on that one. Well, the time is now 10:07. This is usually about where I like to wrap it up, unless we're getting some nice momentum, in which case I like to keep trading until about 11. But in this case, yeah, we're not seeing really anything right now that I'm interested in trading. So I'm probably going to wrap it up here. If something starts running, as always, if something starts running later morning, early afternoon, I'll come back, start streaming. But as of right now, it's not looking like that's going to end up being the case. But you never know. Sometimes we can get some surprise momentum out of nowhere. Like with this SHPH going from 28 to 45. It's a big move. That's a monster move. But no trades on it for me. So yeah, I'll be back. I've got two recaps to do. Today it's gonna be a little bit interesting doing recap. I've not done a recap on a no trade day, so go back over the potential trades that I missed from today and see what I could have done differently to maybe capitalize. But yeah, until then, Rockling, if you're there, take it easy, trade safe, hold on to your 1 cent green, don't give it back. Hold on to it for dear life. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'll see you around, man. I appreciate you being in chat again. And oh, I'm on the wrong tab here. Where am I at? Okay. Later. See ya.